slept pretty good. I mean, I've already been sleeping on this futon inside the house, so that is really no change to how I've been sleeping. So I'm already used to that part. It's really just the bus environment that I'm not used to. But I stayed up really late uploading last night's video. I think I went to bed at like 11 or 11:30, so much later than I anticipated. But like I said, I like to get those videos put together for you guys as best I can, so it took me a while. Oh, but I slept good in the bus. I mean, it's like 7 something, 8 o'clock now, and I usually wake up a lot earlier than that naturally because of the light, and I have all these windows open, so it's pretty bright in here. But I slept good. It's actually still quite warm in here. The temperature gauge on my thermometer says 65. The heater says 61. But it didn't get really cold at all last night. It's been pretty consistent. So the heater did fine. I'm fine. So yeah, it was a good night. I need to get some clothes on. And I need to use the bathroom because it's morning time, so I'm gonna do that, and then we'll see what we're gonna do. It's kind of raining pretty bad outside, so I don't know, but we gotta get ready for the day, so yeah. Wish I could take a shower out here, but the bathroom's not finished yet. So I did get, since my grandparents came over, I got the shower head that I'm gonna be putting in. I just need to finish the walls and get it put on. But since we're not gonna be taking a shower in the bus today, I'm gonna grab some clothes take out to the house with me when I go to the bathroom and get it all done at one time. All my toiletries are still in the house anyways because of this reason, but let's put the bed away, which takes just about as long as it does to set it up. It really doesn't take very long at all. I usually try to start with it. All I do is really just put my sheets and pillows in the center and wrap it all up. I don't have any lights on this side yet, but I can very easily. And it's mainly because I don't have any more 12-volt lights to install, and all the other ones in the more important areas. This side, we just have to do whatever else I end up doing. But that's the bedding put away. And all I got to do is slide it back here. But I don't want to take these curtains down. So, here's what we're going to do. Back. I'm also going to finish that as well. These are all very basic things that are going to be finished. Hard, just finishing touches, but that is the bed put away. Very simple, easy. I didn't strain myself so much in the morning that I used the bathroom prematurely, so it works. It's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna get my stuff and we're gonna go take a shower. You know, shit shower, typical things. Oh, I think that's everything I need. I just laid out. The towel and stuff is already over there. Yeah, I don't think I need anything else, so let's go take a shower. I'm not gonna leave that running while I'm not in here. And I'm also not gonna grab a jacket because the front door is not very far, so I'm just gonna run over there. All right, let's do this. All right, so I'm back, freshened up, got a nice shower in. So what are we doing today in the bus? I'm getting some music going. Got some Ari at home playing, so he's gonna get some stuff going for me. We're gonna make some breakfast. I'm gonna make a cup of tea, I'm gonna smoke a bowl, and then we'll get into bus stuff. Today I'm thinking I definitely need to clean the floors because I'm staying in here. I grabbed a broom last night, but it was just too late and too dark for me to want to do that, along with editing the video last night. So I'm gonna sweep the floor eventually, probably after I make some breakfast and tea, and smoke a bowl, obviously, because gotta get that going. So let's start boiling the water for the tea. Start with that, and then yeah, we'll get going with this stuff. Let me just get right into my flow and take you guys along with me. So let's bump up the jams. Ain't much right now, but by the way, all of I put safe down in my toolbox. So I got a safe in here. This door also locks. Now if you're thinking, oh, I'm showing everybody where my valuables are in my safe. Nah, this safe doesn't have anything valuable in it besides my weed. So yeah, you know where it is, but that's where my weed is. There's no money in there. So yeah, I don't think it really matters that I showed you. So we're just gonna get some of our stash out. I think we're gonna smoke some gelato today. And it sounds like our water is just about boiled. So let's check on that. It is boiled enough. I had a little bit of extra water this time. Tea's good. So now new smokable, because wake and bake, baby. That's how we do in Odell's house. So let's get going. Bring it in a little closer. Starting to run a little low, so just gonna grind up a little nug for now. Good stuff. A mother plant in St. Albans. I go there pretty often because they have good stuff. I enjoy it. The deals are hit or miss sometimes, so sometimes I got really good deals. Sometimes it's just alright. They usually have something on sale though. So that's usually what I get. This stuff isn't the craziest stuff that I would get from them. This is, it's good. It's not the best.
refreshing. Pretty funny. They got a whole cipher going in New York. All right, it's sweetbread time now. We're gonna have Ari in the video as well because bros with.
New Tide Eva, the new laundry detergent that works like a real laundry magic.
You don't want those ads. Screw the ads.
We're gonna try the other battle this time, see how it works.
New York needs to be going to final. I'm telling ya, I got that African sauce. More rice, more sauce, man. Let's keep going, bro. Let's go.
More rice, more sauce. Say it again so we can get it off. More rice, more sauce. Say it again so we can get it off. More rice, more sauce. Say it again so we can get it off. I see the drip, I know the cost. What it said, more rice, more sauce. More rice, more sauce. What he said, round here we the boss. Hey. More rice, more sauce. Say it again so you feel like a boss. What he wearing? He got a cost. All girls gon' say together. More rice, more sauce. All the girls gon' say together. Round here, man, it costs to be the boss. All wins is Knicks never lost.
Like, I can't stay like mad this morning because vibing on some music, making some food, bro.
And it's about the Knicks, we don't never lose. We don't lose. More rice, more sauce. Round here, man, it costs to be the boss. Round here, man, you got to talk the walk. And if you can't talk the shit, nigga, talk. And if you can't talk the shit, nigga, walk. Huh. Tell a nigga, walk. More rice, more sauce. Huh. Tell a niggas take it out. Boston, man, about to get a loss. Cause to be the boss. Say, Rick Ross. More rice, more sauce. Gotta tell them what it costs to be the boss. Tell them bitches around here, take it off. More sauce. Cause the Knicks never ever gonna. More rice, more rice. More sauce, more sauce. Around here, more bitches to the boss.
I hit him with that
perfection. My rapper niggas pointing me right in the direction. Say that you ain't shit, make your name on the guest list, but as soon as I get
Yeah, more sweet bread.
exit.
It's good.
Cause I'd rather be with my real niggas. Spending lots of time here, cause I know that he'll fit you. The shit that you writing, niggas cannot deal with you. And hate the fact that niggas can't keep it real with you. Thinking that we friends, so they follow me on Twitter talking about go. Well, yeah, that's my nigga. I call him right now, thanking God that I picked up. But if my number switched up, they gon' play the victim. I say the shit cause niggas don't get to. Close up they circle so these niggas don't get to. Do me one favor, look around the room and tell me.
Okay, so I finally got the first, I've gotten the first curtain rod up for a little while. I just used some screws. I put some nuts back there to kind of space it off the wood a little bit. I had those rods attached, as you saw, because eventually I was first planning to go into these, but really I looked at it, I was like, that's kind of unnecessary. I could just put screws right through these holes straight into the wood. So that's what I did. Because this bar spans the length well, and I can put little hangers or something on the end just to support it and keep the curtains from going all the way off. I cut these curtains, I cut that one curtain into thirds, and you can see how it overhangs a bit, so those just have to be hemmed, which isn't too bad, and that hem will give me something to hang it on anyways, so that works out. And I can insulate that if I wanted to, but I don't know if I still will do that. I might just get some Reflectix things to put in or something. But yeah, that one is in. Those are hung up. Kind of struggled with getting the curtain into a manageable place to cut it and measure it. But this one, I need to shorten this bar and figure out how I'm going to screw it down. I mean, that end has a hole in it, but I got to figure out how I'm going to do the rest of it. So yeah, but I have some extra pieces now, but this bar is probably going to have to get cut down because it's just way too long. But yeah, let's get into that one. As you can see, this side has curtain rods and curtains that cost me nothing because I had the curtains for the house, and the curtain rods were reused pieces of metal that came from that stand-up closet. It's like one of those closets that you can put in a room that doesn't have a closet from like Walmart. So you build a little frame, you put the cover over it. But it just had taken apart. But that's all screwed in. I didn't put a support piece on that end yet. I probably will eventually. It's just a hard to access area. Oh shit! I gotta put the trash out. Hold on. All right, my dumb ass. It's actually not trash day. That's tomorrow, so I will need to get them out there. I remember that when I woke up now that I thought it was, but All right, curtains. This one is screwed up into there again with a little nut behind there as a spacer, so it gives it just a little tiny bit of a space. And this side just zip tied to these lines over here. I unzip tied them to get that piece in there, and now it's just zip tied in there, so it's not going anywhere. And these curtains fit this area perfectly. Oh, it's great. And these ones I did cut, you know, to make them shorter, and they still could be hemmed up a little bit to keep the end from fraying up. So, and same with these, the length of these is slightly long, so I can fold those edges over and sew them up eventually. But yeah, I think this looks good. I can get those little hanger things to keep them bunched up or whatever, or make something. I could probably knit something to do that. So yeah, that's cool. I don't know if I'm gonna do this back area yet. I'll probably just keep hanging that one up for now because I need to do the bathroom. I need to finish the bathroom, which I don't know if we're gonna get to that today or not. Probably not, because I want to get this leg finished next. Because curtains was first priority to get those actually secured up. But I also want to get this leg done, but I'm getting a little hungry because I only had just a slice of bread, so I might have another slice of toast, or we'll consider making some oatmeal or something else. Yeah, I want to get this bedding back behind there. I took it out so that I wouldn't mess with the curtains and get any drill shavings or any such like that on my bedding, because obviously I don't want to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna put that back and figure out what I'm gonna do next. Maybe take a little break. Right, I got this made up. Just cut a little slot in it for the hinge part, drilled some holes, and screwed that piece into the actual leg. And so now I found some longer screws that are the same size and thread pitch. I only find 3 of those matching ones. So one will be mismatched, but this should do the job of holding that to the couch, so that I don't have to worry about, you know, moving it individually. I can just move the whole thing in and out. So I'm gonna pop this on real quick, and then I can show you afterwards. So I've just been doing a bunch of stuff. I moved a couple more things into the bus. I got my bread maker in here. That's gonna probably just have to live on the countertop as of right now, because I don't know where else it'll actually fit. But I'm gonna go to the grocery store tonight because I need to pick up some more supplies to make food. So I'm gonna do that in a couple minutes. I'm trying to think of what else I've done. I mean, I got this curtain rod up, but I haven't gotten curtains on it yet because I haven't I haven't pulled the curtains down from inside the house. The ones that I've hung up were just an extra pack I had. So I still got to do that. But it's been raining outside, so it's kind of yuck. The bed platform's all good. I think you knew about that. I tried to glue magnets onto the cabinet doors and the drawers, but it didn't really come out that well. One of them stuck on that. The super glue just like isn't sticking to this shit. So it looks like, okay, this one stuck. So there's one on each corner there. So it should, in theory, not come undone by itself until you really yank on it. So yeah, that hopefully will keep the drawer shut, but I could not get some of them to stick, so I'll have to try again some other way. I don't really know how else I would do that. But yeah, let's go to the store, pick up some supplies, and we're gonna make some hamburger mac tonight. This is kind of something that I make like all the time. I live off of this currently. This is like something I make almost every night basically, because it's easy, it's delicious, and I mean, I don't really know what much more to say about it. It's just a really good dish. So yeah, let's go to the store. Groceries are home. The neighbor's dog just scared the shit out of me, and if that's going to continue to happen, and their dog's going to continue to charge at me as I just get out of my car in my own driveway, then we're going to have a problem. It's okay if their dog is running around. I don't care if they run around, you know, without a leash or unattended and, you know, go by the road and whatever. I mean, that's already illegal. Them just having their dog, you know, free willy out here and not giving a shit about it. But if your dog's going to be barking and charging at me, we're going to have an issue. So, yeah, that happened. It kind of scared the shit out of me because if you're just getting out of your car in your driveway carrying your groceries, you're not expecting a dog to come charging up behind you barking. So, yeah. But here's what we got anyways. I got some paper towels because I need some more paper towels. So I got a mega roll since I don't really have space for storing a bunch of paper towels, so I can't get like a big old package of it anymore. I got a 4-in-1, you know, so that should last as long as 4 rolls apparently. I did splurge and get some cookies. They're cheap cookies though, so it's only like $4 for all that. But main course, we got stocking up on beef because that is one of the main proteins I get. I try to always get the stuff that's on sale. The cheapest stuff they have was $5.49 a pound. Not horrible, but not the best. They've had like $3.99 a pound before, or something even crazier than that. But I usually get the big packs because it's cheaper, and I'll divvy it out and freeze it. I have another pack that's already thawed out in the fridge inside. Let's keep going. Velveeta, 3 packs. I get the 3 packs because I eat this stuff all the time, and so, you know, I'm gonna stock up on it. Stuff fits in here perfectly, which I think it was maybe like that when I had it before. I don't know. We'll get it all stuffed in there, and then we got some more sugar because I was running low on that. So I'm gonna pack this all away, and I'm gonna get the actual beef that we're gonna be cooking with tonight. And I also need, oh, I got the cast iron already, never mind. So yeah, I just gotta grab the beef from inside and put this beef in the fridge in there until I can divvy it out. I am gonna get a fridge freezer combo in here. I'll put up on screen. Thank you, Grandma, for buying that. I really appreciate it. She is getting that as a housewarming gift, but that really helps out. So that would eventually go in there, and that's gonna sit underneath the bed in this front area here. But yeah, so let me get this situated. So I'm back. I just went inside and got the beef that we're using. I'm gonna start winding down and getting ready for dinner. There is supposed to be somebody coming in about 10 to 15 minutes to pick something up. So after that's done, I will probably start dinner, but for now, I'd like to smoke a bowl. I put some of my sugar in some of the jars, but some of the jars need to be re-cleaned because they still smell like weed. I also use this big jar as a cookie jar. And speaking of which, I'm gonna stick these cookies in there too. But I want to try one as well. Can't load the cookies into the cookie jar without trying a few. Those are stuck together, so they don't want to fit. Yeah, that's a good use for this jar, I'd say. Yeah, those aren't bad. Not a bad $2 cookie. 2 divided by the 8 cookies I get. But yeah, I'm gonna smoke a bowl. I'm gonna watch some TV. Probably clean up in here a little bit more. And I'll wait for that guy to come, then start making dinner. Using 80-20 grass-fed beef. I just cut the package in half because I don't need a whole pound. I can't eat a whole pound of beef with a whole box of mac and cheese. So I do a half-pound beef per regular size of Velveeta box. Perfect ratio. So yeah, I'm gonna go smoke and watch some TV, wait for this guy. It's a little bit later than expected. The guy showed up a little bit late, but that's all right. That is done. So now it's time for dinner. And like I said, we're doing hamburger mac or beef mac. This is my rendition of it, basically. They do sell, Velveeta does sell skillet mac kits, but I don't want to spend the money on them, and I think they require extra ingredients, so I do it my way, and it works out just fine. One pan, just the beef, this, water, and some spices. So let's get into it. I got the stove lit so the cast iron can heat up. We don't want it on extremely high. I don't always wait for the pan to fully heat up because I still want to add my seasonings. And as you can see, it's already basically just about up to the temperature it needs to be because you can hear it sizzling. Just trying to get all the beef out. Don't want to waste any. And I do know that this particular beef here is not extremely fatty, so it struggles a bit, so I add a little bit of extra butter just to kind of help with the process. But I'm just going to break this down and get it browned. Give me a little more surface area for seasoning. I just start with salt, pepper, and garlic powder, just a little bit, so that the meat is getting seasoned while it's getting cooked. Make sure to scrape the pan. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this cook down and put you guys on a time lapse. Keep this going and bump the jams. Okay, so the beef is just about finished. It's all broken down. I like to break it down as much as possible. If you like it more chunky, you do your thing. But it's just about fully done, cooked up. So I'm gonna prepare my spices and my water. I use about 2 cups, sometimes just a little bit more than 2 cups. Spices, and I'll let you know what spices I use personally. Just a second. Let's get this straight. I'm gonna pour in my water. It's gonna cool down the pan drastically, and that is all right. So that's a little over 2 cups right there. The heat can go back up, so I go more salt, pepper, a little bit more garlic powder. I want to try doing fresh garlic with the beef one day, see how that comes out. Do a little bit of chili spice or chili powder. Chili powder, a touch of paprika, and then a bit of cumin, ground cumin. So it almost has like a taco-y hamburger type flavor to it, and I think it's good. At this point, I'm going to also put in mix this just a little bit. With my shells. Raise this heat on now. Making sure that the flame is not gonna. Okay, so I think we're good. Stir this up. And we're gonna bring this to a boil because we want to get the pasta cooking. This is gonna get hot, so I need to think about that. I'll probably just use my towel there. I cook by scent as well as you know, a recipe and taste and looks. You know, you gotta use all your senses. So I'm gonna let that get up to temp, and as soon as that starts boiling, I'm gonna set a 10-minute timer and reduce the heat so that it just simmers. It is getting a little foggy in here, or steamy, so I'll open a second window. But this is starting to get there. It's starting to bubble a little bit. It's almost there. So you have to get the pasta up to a certain temperature to cook the pasta, but we also want to get some of the heat down, so that is bubbling. I'm going to set my timer. Come on now. What's wrong with my watch? Alright, well my watch is broken. I had to restart the video, sorry. I had to set a timer on the phone because my watch is not working right now for some reason. So, like I said, I want to drastically reduce this heat because I want the pasta to soak up the hot water, not I don't want to boil it all off. Boil a little bit off, but not all of it. So we gotta get this down. There we go. and I like to keep it moving and stirring so that nothing sticks because of the heat. Alright, so I'm going to let this go for 10 minutes, keep it stirring, and after that it'll be just about ready. You'll see. So my timer just went off. I'm gonna turn the heat off. This is what it should look like after 10 minutes. This is a no drain. Like you're not supposed to be draining any water with this recipe. You shouldn't have any leftover water. And if you do, you gotta turn the heat up and get it evaporated off pretty quickly. You want just enough water so that it'll have a little bit to evaporate off as it cooks, plus enough for the noodles to absorb. The only thing you should have to drain is the grease if there's too much of it with whatever beef you're using, but that happens before you put the water and the pasta in. So this is nice and thick, which we don't want it too watery because once you put the cheese sauce in, this is going to make it even more creamier and thin it out a little bit. So you don't want to have it too wet. So that's nice and thick. We're going to add the cheese sauce. Yeah, turn the music up a bit more around here. I'm just going to mix this in. I also have, what I'm going to mix in, some bacon bits. This gives it a little extra touch of, additional flavor. Because like I said, I've been eating this, almost every night sometimes, so I kind of refine the flavor profile to something I want. Every now and then I like to change it up just a little bit. But this will come together. You just keep folding it together and comes out great. Nice, thick hamburger mac. Alright, I think this is ready for consumption. So I'm gonna get this in a bowl and we're gonna enjoy some hamburger mac. Delicious as always. I am going to enjoy this and watch some YouTube. So yeah, let's get into it. I am getting ready for bed. I just finished editing the video and realized I didn't film an outro after dinner. I drank a cup of tea and I've just been chilling, editing the video. So I just wanted to say thanks for watching as usual. This will be my second night in the bus. Still a couple more things to do, and hopefully tomorrow the rain won't be so bad so I can do some more woodworking and finish some more things up in the bus. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.